Still same thing. He's locking that spot, and you've seen him do a lot of this in practice many times, pulling no strap, and it kind of goes how I think. What's up, everyone, and welcome to the Monster Factory. Today's going to be a fun little comparison video. As most of you know, I did pull with DEVON LARRATT at the Olympia, and I recently pulled with John BRZENK in Phoenix. I never had any intentions of releasing the footage of me and Devin, but after speaking with both guys, they thought it'd be fun to do a little comparison video. Now, that being said, this is practice, so take from it what you want. And I got to be honest, the first few times when I pulled Devin, I couldn't engage my riser, couldn't get my pronation. I could hit him within a couple inches of the pad. He would kind of open top row, King's move, stop me, compromise my wrist. We stepped away after about 5 or 6 matches, came back about 20 minutes later, and this is the footage you're about to see. Every 8 to 10 matches, he'd be able to stop the hit and look pretty good. So check it out, see what you think. So you can see we're not doing ready goes, but we are getting to hit just a little bit. You'll see Devin kind of engage with his riser and back pressure, and I'm able to push up through the strap and kind of just drag straight to the pad. Devin regrips, gets a good position. Still same thing. He's locking that spot, and you've seen him do a lot of this in practice many times. I'm able to get. I've got the height. I'm beating the hand, and I'm able to pull through his arm. But like I said, this is just practice. Okay, so after watching that video, I do want to say that this was about 4 or 5 weeks after he fought Thor. I had pulled like 3,000 matches over the last 3.5 months, so we both were pretty beat up, and I don't even think the John match had been announced yet. So it's been 6 or 7 weeks since this video. You know he's been training hard. He's pancaked up. The dude's going to be a beast. But what I felt, the strengths that I felt in Devin on that day was his King's move was really strong. Like his ability to pronate right there at the base was significant, as strong as I've ever felt. And the few things that I thought that could potentially be manipulated were if you could hit high enough through the top of his hand, if you could control the high game and get through his hand, you could potentially open him up and he would not have time to engage. Will John be able to do that? I have no idea. And like I said, that's not going to be the Devin that shows up. So it's pretty exciting. Well, let's go ahead and watch what happened with me and John when we pulled just a couple of weeks ago. All right, so here's the first setup, we and John, slow pulling, no strap, and it kind of goes how I think. He starts to go over, I'll open my hand, walk through his hand, but my elbow comes off the side. Now we're in the strap. Now these are slow pulls, no ready goes, nothing aggressive, but right now what I feel is a super strong cup and pronation from John. Hand feels super solid, arm feels strong, side pressure is good, everything's engaged. Now I'm about to apply a little bit of back pressure and side to see if I can get I'm testing his bicep lock. Here it comes, right there. Okay, so bicep lock super strong. Now I'm about to post. He's got the cup. His cup is controlling my pronation. Everything feels super strong. Now he's about to go for the pin. Now I'm not trying to fight that pin. I'm not trying to, stop him from pinning me. I just want to see what that felt like. Here's our second start. Kind of same thing. I try to post. His cup feels good, kind of controls me right there, but I'm still fighting. So he has the cup. He has that side pressure. Now he's trying to be patient. But what I'm doing is I'm posting really, really high, and I'm kicking my wrist down a little bit. And at that point, he kind of concedes because I'm pulling through his bottom fingers, and he realizes there's no way to pin me from there. Now, this is the final time that we pull. Now, he has got me so far on his side of the table when I'm talking about hand peg to hand peg center. Now, I drag out, kind of get the hands back to the center of the table. Now, at this point, it's kind of a waiting game. It's a chess match to see what he's about to do. Now, he's about to telegraph that he's going to try to shoulder press. He's looking good. He's super patient. He has all kinds of control, but I'm sitting here watching. I can feel the pressures he's about to put, and he's about to shoot in. Here it goes. He shoots into press, and I counter. Okay, so now we both kind of laugh at each other because we're having a little fun here. Back pressure, and he's still got the hand control, but I'm still fighting. I got a cracked back wrist, but I'm still rising. My knuckles are still rising. Now we're back to the center. His bicep lock's still super strong even now. But you're going to see his wrist is about to get compromised. And part of it is the pronation that I have, and part of it is he's kind of giving it up because he's going to jump into that press. Now here comes John jumping into the press. Boom, he's fully committed. He comes about an inch or two off. He's on the tabletop, and he misses me about 2 inches. Super strong. John felt amazing. Definitely a great practice session. All right, so after watching those videos, a lot of people are going to look at John and say, dang, man, John may be the stronger guy. And he may have looked more impressive in those practice sessions than how Devon looked. But remember, that was 6 weeks ago of me and Devon. That was just a couple of weeks ago of me and John. Devon's super strong. John's super strong. Was Devon sandbagging a little bit? How's John going to do with hits? Because you got to figure those are two completely different styles of practice. John and I were slow pulling. He was being a little more offensive with the cup and pronation. Devon and I were being a little bit more aggressive. Devon might have been using more of his defense, his King's move. So take what you will from it. But the one thing I do know is Devon's King's move felt really strong. And John did have a problem with the sticking point, right? You saw him come off the front of the pad, still a couple inches away from pinning me. I don't know if Devon's King's move is going to be as tight as mine, and whether or not Devon's going to have to use a King's move. Devon might beat him straight up, control the height. And I really think this match is going to come down to who controls the height, right? Who controls the high hand, who controls the start, who controls the center. But they both have a lot of experience pulling each other. I think John has something to prove, and Devon is now in the same position that I was in. Like, he has everything to lose. Yes, it's John BRZENK. Yes, it's the greatest of all time. But Devon's riding high right now. He needs this win, and the staking is a shutout stakes. That seems a little crazy to me. But I'm excited about the match. I think a lot of you guys are as well. You can go to Core Sport, watch it, but I also have some more exciting news. I was contacted by Core Sports and Neil Pickup, and I'll be co-commentating with Neil Pickup right here from the Monster Factory. It's going to be a remote thing, so it's super cool. I have a lot of experience with both guys. I'm excited to be a part of the card as far as getting to commentate and see these matches. We're only 2.5 weeks away, so don't forget to go purchase that pay-per-view. But in the comments below, tell me who you think is going to win. What did you see from these practice training videos? I don't know. I'm excited. I was also pretty excited to hear that John wants a match with me at some point. And just like Devon says, anytime John BRZENK wants to arm wrestle you, you accept. I don't want to pull John off the couch when he's just coming back. He hasn't been doing anything. But the John we have right now is a very serious John. He's a 250-pound John BRZENK. Says he's the strongest he's ever been. So super excited about it. Don't forget to subscribe. Click the bell for notifications.